I've been watching YouTube a long time. Since I was a kid, I'm sure many of you have. I remember when 2009 came around and Vivo pulled up. And in that time, I've grown to love one area of YouTube in particular. In that area, I'll call it playlist YouTube, music YouTube. Like, music playlist YouTube is a place where a lot of people meet and reminisce on the past. Like, they also, sometimes vent the difficult parts that they're going through in life. And they often give advice to each other, there's usually a lot of messages like, yo, if you're going through something tough, we're all here for you. It's the opposite to what I feel the internet has become lately, a cesspool of like trolls, where we're just trying to, see who we can offend and call out these people as snowflakes and make them feel bad for the fact that they have feelings and shit like that. Like, on this other side, it's really just all positivity, and I love it so much. And I made this video because I want to show you some of that positivity. Like, for example, there's this video I like called Alone with Your Thoughts and a Campfire for 6 hours, right? And the first comment I saw already was from the channel owner that says, "Welcome, traveler. You're in a safe space here. No one will judge you for getting some rest, and don't you worry, tomorrow we start again." And I think that's a beautiful way to open up the setting that you want to create on your channel. It creates ease, it creates comfort, and it invites a level of positivity that other places don't have. I'm not saying they're the only people that do this, but I'm saying it's something nice to do. Right under it, I saw someone say, "You might read this once in your lifetime. Whoever you are, keep on your journey." And then the next person right after that, "Whoever reads this message, know that you are a great person and that the future promises you a lot of things." I really love just like the community that this person built on their channel. Like right after that, right? There's this person who said, "This imaginary feels like my life right now." And I'm not sure what they mean by that, but they go on to write, "My husband died a few years ago during COVID when we were 27. Felt like a battle. Me fighting and supporting his quest. Him constantly going through fights and perils. He didn't make it. I did. Feels like I'm still wearing that armor every day. While remnants of his I carry around all the time, much like the knight with that helmet. I do something in this feels comforting." Like, I'm not sure what they mean by that, but what I think they say is that when I'm here watching this video, because they go on to say, I'm not alone in that. I'm doing much better. Then there's Close Your Eyes, a Minecraft music and soft rain playlist. And right away I see someone type, 30 seconds in and I pause the video, telling myself I can't do this. Not because the music is bad or anything, but because I always get so emotional listening to this. Everything is perfect, but yet this bittersweet feeling arises. Now that I think about it, it's probably better this bittersweet feeling that makes the music so perfect. Sorry if this makes no sense. It's 11 in the night and I'm just yapping. Right under that, someone else puts a quote from a wise man. Don't cry because it ended. Smile because it happened. And next, someone says, that is one hell of a campfire. And I think this is so beautiful because Minecraft elicits a core memory for a lot of people that played it with their friends. It's like seeing an empty family home and everyone's dead or gone. You can't help but relive every moment you've walked through it. Like, for example, right? Another person says, I have so many memories with these songs. It's 2 a.m. and I'm truly reflecting on my life and how this game has been with me since I was little. I remember hearing about it from my older cousins and seeing them play. I begged my mom to buy it and finally played for the first time. I made myself a spruce square house with blue and pink stained glass in creative mode. I gave myself a dog and a bat. I spawned in a witch and started screaming because I remember how scary they were in a YouTube video. I also remember booting up Minecraft on my PS3 and playing with my little sister. We used to roleplay dumb little stories about school. We explored all of the pre-made works. I love the Christmas one. That was our game. We had so much fun with so much imagination. We never really did survival because she was scared of the monsters, but I'm older now and so is she. We've both changed so much. I'm turning 18 in a couple of months and going through my senior year. She's 13 in the 8th grade. I'm so scared of growing up. It's going by too quickly and I'm holding on to those memories. She's my best friend. Our relationship has faded a bit due to us being in different stages of life, and it's hard for me to remember a lot of those memories. Just overall, these beautiful songs help me remember them and how much I love my sister and how much I cherish my childhood. I love you, Sky. I'll forever be your big sister and your best friend. Right under, the channel owner says, "Guy that brings all those memories and hope you can relive the times with your sister sometime." Then there's a playlist dedicated to Akira Toriyama that says, "Rest in peace, Akira." And I love coming to this comment section because I never really took into account how much Dragon Ball Z meant to everyone. I thought everyone knew it just because, it's the fighting anime and, action and all this stuff. But these comments give me a different perspective on the series, right? One comment says, "DBZ came to me in my darkest moments and it made me realize that I needed to fight the problems in my life, just like Goku, with hard work and perseverance." The next one said, "Dragon Ball came during a time in my life when I thought all my suffering was pointless and leading to a dead end that has no more significance than the beginning of my life did. I wanted my existence and suffering to be over. Dragon Ball put the idea in my head that all suffering, whether it be physical or mental, can be built up as a strength if you never stop believing you can improve yourself in the lives of others. As an adult, I find myself wanting to be more like Goku and to face my problems head on." Another person said, "Dragon Ball literally saved my life. I was 100 pounds anorexic and going in and out of hospitals. Goku motivated me to start training martial arts and weight training 10 years later, sitting at a very healthy 160 pounds of lean muscle. Thank you, Akira Toriyama, and all those that made this beautiful piece of work known as Dragon Ball. The legacy will never die." Oh man, then there's this video, Return of the Boom Bap. Bro, I used to play this shit studying in college all the fucking time, bro. It honestly makes me want to cry just looking at the cover and hearing the opening track. But in the comment sections, I just love coming down here to see what they're saying. Like one person says, "To anybody reading this, I pray that whatever is hurting you or whatever you are constantly stressing about gets better. May peace and calmness fill your life." Someone else said, "It's 3 a.m. here in my country. The night is cold and I'm looking through the window. A cloudy sky, the street lights, and this mix fits perfectly with the night. It makes me think about life and puts me in a good mood. Thanks for sharing this. Greetings from Mendoza, Argentina." Someone else said, "I'm sick as hell, sitting on my bed, headphones on, and the room dark as hell. Almost suffocated by coughing, but these bomb-ass beats give me the strength to pull through." Another person said, "Being from New York City and growing up in the 90s, this sound is so nostalgic and reminiscent for me. That raw gutter feel to the production, whole mix was fire." And I really agree with everybody, like being from New York, like when I hear that boom bap feel, especially put against like a sunset drop of the city or maybe like dusk, I can't help but feel like this nostalgic time that I can never get back, just yearning. And some people might want to run from that feeling, but I think it's beautiful to always love a piece of your home that is gone. Maybe not to be stuck in the past, but to love what was. And last but definitely not least, there's throwback jams, remixes, and R&B. I fucking love this playlist. The music just takes me back to like days cleaning with my mom or going shopping and listening to the songs on the radio as a kid. And as much as I hated them, as much as I hated being outside in a woman's section, like holding bags and everything, those are the moments that I look back and they make me want to cry. Someone typed in the comment sections, "Waking up in the quiet of a hotel room with my partner still deep in sleep. Feels like a dream. I brewed a cup of coffee and found this video as the aroma filled the air. Watching as I took my first sip made a beautiful morning even more magical. These moments are fleeting and soon this perfect start to the day will be a memory. But I'll return to this video, read this comment, and know that this happiness was real. It happened and it was ours." Another person wrote, I've been suffering with the most crippling anxiety for years. Been trying to find a way to be present since that seems to be what eases my nerves the most. Stumbled across your channel yesterday and nothing has eased my soul this much. I can't formulate the words to properly convey how thankful I am for your wonderful talent. It's truly a blessing, and I hope you have the passion and energy to continue to upload more. Music is medicine and my soul feels at peace for the first time in years. Thank you. You earned a new sub for sure. Like I said, you can clearly see what my tastes are and how these playlists are very connected to who I am as a person. They might not all resonate with you, but that's not really the point. The point is to find the playlists that resonate with you, that unlock memories of your life, your childhood, like that smell that you can't put a finger on. But every time you smell it, you know that it's a part of who you were as a child. And I promise you that you'll run into more of the same. You might even be the next person typing in one of these comment sections. Music is how we bond with the people around us, with the world, and it's how we leave timestamps in our lives permanently etched that sometimes, although blurry, are brought back into focus by the sound of just a simple tune. Just be careful, because sometimes these tunes can bring forgotten pains and as well as forgotten joys, and in life the two often go hand in hand. You might visit the past, but never stay there, okay? I thank YouTube for allowing a hub like this to exist, and all of you for filling up this stage called the world. Some of us are players, others are observers, and the rest work behind the scenes making sure that the things run smoothly. I appreciate every single one of you, because without the individual, beautiful moments such as these can't happen. That's how I want my videos and channel to feel. If you guys ever want to vent on a video, and even if it doesn't have anything to do with what's being discussed, you're more than welcome to. I love you guys, and have a good night, alright?